This night is cold in the kingdom. I can feel you fade away. From the kitchen to the bathroom sinking. Your steps keep me awake. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you leave me, then I'll be down slowly.
就像是我把这太。
Drag my feet on the tide as I'm walking down the corridor, and I know we haven't talked in a while, so I'm looking for an open door. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you wanna go slowly.
So it's also good morning to everyone. So a very good morning to Emeritus Professor Dr. Cheong Soon Keng, Dean, Faculty of Medicine and Health Science, University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Professor Xie Chong Ying, Vice President, the Second Affiliated Hospital, Wenzhou Medical University, Dr. Leong Pui Pui, Deputy Dean, Faculty of Medicine and Health Science, University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Dr. Lai Sun On, Director of Division of Community and International Networking from University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Professor Wang Yuanyan, Deputy Director in Charge International Affairs Office from Wenzhou Medical University, Ms. Ling Ge-ying, Deputy Director International Affairs Office from Wenzhou Medical University, and last but not least, our student from Wenzhou Medical University and University Tunku Abdul Rahman. So welcome to the opening ceremony of the Student Mobility Program, Medical, Culture and Soft Skill Learning. My name is Kenneth. I'm from the Department of Soft Skill Competency, University Tunku Abdul Rahman, Malaysia, and I'll be your host for today's event. So once again, thanks for participation on this wonderful morning. This 4 days virtual mobility program, Medical, Culture and Soft Skill Learning, is a collaboration between University Tunku Abdul Rahman and Wenzhou Medical University. So ladies and gentlemen, for your information, Wenzhou Medical University has been visiting UTAR since 2018, and the last round of physical tour was in January 2020. Due to the pandemic of COVID-19, the physical tour is not able to take place now. However, to continue the collaboration and to foster the good relationship between both universities, we are delighted to bring you this virtual mobility program where we believe in practicing the new norm, and with the current technology, we are able to continue our learning remotely and more effectively. In order to know more about UTAR and Wenzhou Medical University, let us present you the corporate video of both universities. First, with the corporate video from UTAR.
Welcome to University Tunku Abdul Rahman, one of Malaysia's leading teaching and research universities, with its main campus located in Kampar, Perak. And another campus located in Sungai Long, Selangor. University Tunku Abdul Rahman, or UTAR as it is commonly known, started as a dream by a group of leaders in the Malaysian Chinese Association, or MCA, after they founded Tunku Abdul Rahman College in 1969. Led by former MCA President Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sik, the founding council chairman of UTAR and the current UTAR chancellor, the group worked tirelessly until their dream turned into reality when the fourth Prime Minister of Malaysia, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, officially launched University Tunku Abdul Rahman in Kuala Lumpur on 13 August 2002. UTAR's first intake of 411 students was in a single campus in Petaling Jaya, offering just 8 undergraduate programs in 3 founding faculties. Today, UTAR is a comprehensive university offering programs ranging from foundation and honors bachelor to master's and PhD levels in 9 faculties, 3 institutes and 3 centers. To continue on its trajectory of excellence, the university re-strategized with a 10-year strategic plan and a new vision to be a global university of educational excellence with transformative societal impact. Aligned with this vision is the university's mission to commit towards universal values and beliefs, tenacity in overcoming challenges, agility in facing new frontiers, and responsibility in pursuit of excellence. UTAR believes in a holistic approach towards education and strives to celebrate diversity in all aspects of educational activities to help prepare future generations of leaders. Students acquire critical soft skills through the UTAR Soft Skills Development Certificate Program and through engagement in extracurricular activities. Community projects, international exchange program, workshops and training. UTAR's 6 pillars of educational philosophy promote core values, which are guiding principles supporting the holistic development of our students and staff. Our quest for international collaborations and industry partnerships enable our students and staff to participate in international exchange programs, joint research projects, training and experiential learning. Collaborative agreements with reputable universities and partners in the US, UK, Europe, Asia and more promote discovery and the exchange of knowledge. Among our alumni are successful entrepreneurs and leaders in multinational companies advancing rapidly in their career. Conceived as a university by the people for the people, UTAR is a not-for-profit private university owned by the UTAR Education Foundation, with support and contributions from sponsors, philanthropists, alumni, and the community. The university deeply appreciates their generous support and contributions. In return, the university provides financial assistance through its numerous scholarships and loans. Over the years, numerous financial institutions, organizations, and foundations have also been providing financial assistance to our students. The university's commitment towards excellence in teaching and research has led to significant progress in research and development. Research centers, endowed professorial chairs, the undergraduate research scheme, and the Global Research Network support numerous local and international research projects. UTAR is widely recognized as a leading progressive university in Malaysia, with favorable rankings in the Times Higher Education World Rankings and QS World Rankings. UTAR has also been awarded self-accreditation status by the Ministry of Higher Education. The International Advisory Council, Industry Advisory Panel, external examiners, professional bodies and partners all contribute towards quality assurance and academic excellence. Our academia's pursuit for scholastic excellence constantly earns them recognition and accolades. An important milestone is the generosity of the Lee Foundation and the Kwok Foundation. Their gift donations contributed towards the infrastructural development of Sungai Long campus. The Lee Kong Chian Faculty of Engineering and Science and the Mary Kwok Library were named in their honor respectively. Another significant milestone is the setting up of the UTAR Hospital in Kampar, which will provide clinical training to our MBBS students and offer medical services in Western medicine and traditional and complementary medicine to the community. Moving forward, UTAR will embrace changes to meet the challenges ahead and endeavor to be a global university of educational excellence.
Okay, so now let's enjoy the corporate video from Wenzhou Medical University.
温州医科大学坚持立德树人，紧密结合国家战略和社会发展需求，努力培养具有家国情怀、人文素养、科学精神和国际视野的高水平医学人才。
温州医科大学始终坚持自己的初心和梦想，努力做地方医科大学的排头兵，中国医学教育的改革者和创新者。
温州医科大学欢迎你！
温州医科大学欢迎你！
温州医科大学欢迎你
！Welcome to Wenzhou Medical University！
温州医科大学欢迎你！
Okay, so thank you very much. So without any further delay, do me allow in inviting Dr. Leong Pui Pui, Deputy Dean, Faculty of Medicine and Health Science from University Tunku Abdul Rahman, in representing UTAR to deliver the welcoming speech.
Okay. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Ken.
Yes. Hi. Good morning. Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning to everyone. I am Dr. Leong. I'm representing Prof. Cheung, Dean of Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, UTAR, to deliver the welcome message. 大家好, welcome to this virtual student mobility program. And good morning to all the professors, students from UTAR and students from Wenzhou Medical University. Welcome to this virtual mobility program. This is the very first time that we are having this student mobility program virtually due to COVID pandemic. So we have to make a bit of adjustment to actually ensure that the education as well as the collaboration continue to grow. So as we all know that internationalization is one of the new trends in the education factors now. And we believe that international collaboration and exchange platform for students will actually provide them a guide to expand their international human network. So through the past Wenzhou Medical Collaborative Project since the start of 2018, so we actually, this particular collaborative platform provide actually comprehensive platform for both the students from both the university to exchange ideas, to explore the cultural education and specialties of both countries. So I hope the same happen in this virtual mobility program, okay? Because we are going to provide you a series of programs for you to exchange ideas, for you to understand the culture as well as the educational aspect in both the country. So just a bit of introduction about Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences of UTAR. Our faculty actually established in 2019. We just celebrating our 10 years anniversary last year. So it is considered a relatively young medical university. We have experienced staff from both local and international country. So some of our staff members are fellow of the Malaysian Academy of Science. So all our students graduated with this MBBS program have extensive training in critical thinking, public speaking, writing, and research. So all these skills are actually crucial that for your future career development. So come back to talk about the mobility program that you are going to embark on starting from today's onward. So this is actually a 4 days mobility program. So throughout these 4 days, you will be listen to seminar and talk by various experts to explore about the healthcare and educational system in both the country. You will also be exposed to Malaysia culture, like how the batik and traditional costume are being made, perhaps through the virtual workshop. So students from both universities also have the opportunity to share their views and exchange ideas throughout the program. So we hope all of you enjoy the unique program that has been planned for you, and you gain the most from out of this program. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, Dr. Leong, for this welcoming speech. So now let's welcome Professor Wang Yuanyuan, Deputy Director in charge International Affairs Office from Wenzhou Medical University, to deliver a speech.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
Can hear.
Dr. Chen Song King, Dr. Liang Pui Pui, Dr. Lai Sum Ong, Dr. Wang Junliang, fellows and students from University Tunku Abdul Rahman and Wenzhou University. Good morning. It's our great pleasure to gather here to hold this opening ceremony of 2021 WMU UTAR Online Exchange Program. On behalf of the faculty and students of Wenzhou Medical University, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the teachers and students who participate in this virtual mobility program. Please allow me to take this opportunity to introduce Wenzhou Medical University. Wenzhou Medical University is a medical institute with distinct characteristics, a commitment to innovation and profound culture. In recent years, 7 of its disciplines have entered the global top 1% ESI. WMU features a number of national major scientific innovation platforms, including the State Key Laboratory and the National Clinical Medical Research Center. The university ranks among the top 10 independent medical universities in China. WMU attaches great importance to its educational internationalization and has set up a partnership with more than 140 education and research institutes, 32 countries. Wenzhou Medical University has established a partnership with UTAR since 2018, conducting in-depth cooperation in faculty training, clinical practice, and joint talent cultivation. Up to now, we have sent 130 students to join UTAR exchange programs involving medical courses learning, PCM cultural exchanging, and Xinchen medical humanities and social practice. The outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic has caused a sizable impact on international exchange and communication. Nevertheless, thanks to the marvelous high tech, we utilize the internet to reconnect the world and to renew our friendship. On the basis of mutual trust and the international consensus on medical education, we jointly initiate this online exchange program in the winter of 2021. Combined with traditional cultural exchanging and communication, this program will make full use of advantage disciplines of 2 universities. This virtual mobile program will serve as an interactive platform for teachers and students between our universities, strengthen mutual understanding, effective communication, and profound friendship. It is hoped that UTAR students will bring back and share with your Maria classmates what you have learned about WMU and medical education in China. We are looking forward to seeing more students in Malaya to join the interactions of this kind, devote themselves to promoting the medical culture and the cultural perspective between China and Malaya. In the end, I wish the WMU and UTAR Winter Virtual Mobility Program a complete success. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Wang. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the objective of this virtual mobility program is not only to learn, but also to allow our students in exchanging their thought and to expand their networking. An ice-breaking session will not be missed, but for your info, we are having a total of 357 participants today. So instead of having the individual introduction session, we would like to invite Wendy Wong Xianjie in representing student from UTAR and Ming Luo in representing student from Wenzhou Medical University for the ice-breaking session. So first, let us welcome Wendy Wong to start off the session.
Thank you, MC. Good morning to all professors, doctors, lecturers, and students from University Tunku Abdul Rahman and also Wenzhou Medical University. Thanks for joining us today early in the morning, especially for those friends from China. So by the way of introduction, I'm Wendy Wong, a fourth-year medical student from University Tunku Abdul Rahman, and I'm also the current chairperson of our UTAR Medical Society. So as this is an ice-breaking session, so I would like to share some of my study life as a medical student in UTAR and Malaysia. So UTAR's Faculty of Medicine and Health Science is located in Sungai Long campus, which is also known as the city campus. So because it's a city campus, so it's not as big as, you know, a big campus in Kampa as you all saw in the corporation video just now. So the good side of a city campus is that the city campus is located near the MRT station and that connects to all parts of the capital city in Malaysia, which is Kuala Lumpur. So it is very accessible to all of us. Usually during the preclinical year times when we are still having class in our Sungai Long campus, I will spend my weekends exploring different parts of the city with my friends. This is actually quite fun for me because I'm from outstation. I'm not locally from Kuala Lumpur. So we would not get the opportunity to explore the whole capital city previously. So other than exploring different parts of the city, sometimes I will also spend the whole evening at a random cafe at a random part of the capital city with my friends. So what we do, we usually discuss about our projects, assignments, or study together. Because I personally prefer to study in a cafe rather than study in a library because the environment in the library makes me feel a little bit stressed. So that's why I more prefer to study in a cafe. As I mentioned just now, UTAR Sungai Long campus is not as big as the Kampa campus, but although that our campus is small, but it does have all of the facilities that required for medical students. We have an anatomy museum, which contains of all types of anatomy models, specimens, and reading materials. So during my preclinical year, especially in year 1, I spent most of my time to study about anatomy and physiology in the museum. Furthermore, as a student in Faculty of Medicine and Health Science, we do have some of the benefits as our faculty has set up our own multimedia resource center, which is in short MRC, with at least 50 computers there. So sometimes we will have class in MRC, but the most important thing is that when we didn't have any classes in MRC, the faculty students can actually access to all of the computers there. Therefore, we usually study in the MRC rather than going to the library, you know, early in the morning, especially during finals. Early in the morning, when you go to the library, that would be fully booked. So you need to go to a library early in the morning. But because of we having this MRC in our own faculty, so we no need to actually go to the library early in the morning. So this is one of the benefits. Other than that, we do have a few mannequins for us to train our clinical skills. The one which we use most are Simon, which mainly for our respiratory system examination, and Harvey, which is mainly for our cardiovascular system examination. So these mannequins we use since I think year 2 onwards, because in year 1 we learn about basic anatomy and physiology, and in year 2 we mainly learned about clinical skills practice to help us prepare going into our clinical years in year 3. So students can actually request their desired time slot in a group to practice their skills on all of these mannequins. Therefore, I can say that although that our faculty may be as small as a sparrow, but it is fully equipped. Now, another interesting fact to let you all know about our medical course in UTAR is we only have around 50 students per batch every year, which means that currently my batchmates, only 50 of us. So I believe that this is to control the quality of students and to promote a small group teaching. Therefore, because only 50 students most of the professors and lecturers know each and every student well. There are pros and cons, of course. Pros is that the lecturer can monitor each one of us closely and help every student when students got any difficulties. It is different with those big lecture, when you give a lecture to a big hall of students like 100 plus, you just give a lecture and then you leave the hall. So it's quite different. But the bad side is that, of course, for students, you could not be late or absent for any single classes because all of your lecturers know you. Okay, but as these small groups of students, each student has their own advisor in the faculty. And from my personal experience, advisors do help students a lot. So advisors are usually our lecturers from preclinical. If we are in year 1, year 2, then they will from preclinical lecturers. And if year 3, year 4, year 5, it will be in clinical lecturers. So what actually the advisor helped us is that, especially when we just entered first year medical school, I believe that all of us are quite blurred and a little bit lost, in the studies. So advisors do help us a lot in leading us in the way to the right way for us to study. Another good point of having a small group of students is that we know each other well. Every one of us know everyone, and we just like a big family. So we also would organize events together, throughout all of our academic years. So these are all annual events that each batch of us will do. So in year 1, we will need to prepare our AMSA Health Day together. In year 2, we are responsible to organize our annual ball night. And in year 4, we will have to prepare our Chinese New Year night. Nothing is actually achievable without the help from batchmates, seniors, and juniors. Everyone's talent and skill will put to the test as we constantly come up with new and innovative ideas for upcoming events. As the word goes, teamwork makes dream works. There's no better way to describe than that. Organizing all of these events helps to improve our relationship as well. So, but unfortunately, due to the pandemic, our annual Chinese New Year night this year was cancelled, but I'm still looking forward for it next year. So this is about preclinical years. So in clinical years is actually totally different than what I was used to be in preclinical years. The major differences was the setting of our teaching environment and the mode of learning. The patients encountered in hospital become our most reliable learning resources. And there is a saying said that seeing is believing. The clinical features that we once considered as blizzard, hard to imagine and only seen from a textbook, become all believable. And in clinical years, we need to move from our Sungai Long campus to Ampang, which our teaching hospital Ampang is there. So most of us rent a unit together, and this makes things become better in somehow because we discuss cases together, among housemates, and go evening duties together and hang out together. Although that I mentioned just now, our teaching hospital is just right in front of our condominium, but sometimes we do need to travel to other hospitals, such as Hospital Kuala Lumpur, or sometimes we need to go back to our teaching campus in Sungai Long. So it's another interesting thing to experience carpool with your group mates who own a car. And actually, usually after the classes, we will have a lunch together before we heading home. So all of this actually also put us together and improve our relationship. But unfortunately, this pandemic, COVID-19, in Malaysia is quite serious now. It caused most of the clinical students unable to return to hospital for clinical learning. And I really appreciate a lot of the hard work from the faculty and the lecturers in helping us go through this hard time. What they do, they created online bedside teaching with simulated patients, or sometimes the doctors themselves will be simulated patients, online virtual operating theater, where they find operation videos and they just show it on Microsoft Teams for us and explain to us, and online case studies for us. And therefore, although that we couldn't see a real patients in hospitals, but we still can study cases at home. Other than all of this academic stuff, I can say that I'm quite a practical and active person. Therefore, I also joined several national medical societies. In my personal opinion, joining societies outside our own university expands our social circle. This is very important in the future, as usually we don't do our housemanship together with our batchmates, but colleagues who graduated from other universities. Therefore, by joining all of these national medical bodies, I met a lot of friends from different universities across Malaysia. Furthermore, by joining all of these societies, it will also improve my soft skill learnings. So soft skills are very important in a medical student, and therefore our faculty also emphasize on students' soft skill learning. And this is why this program also made up, because that one of the objective is to improve the soft skill learnings in students. As a part of UTAR's Medical and Health Science Society, I learned a lot as a leadership. I learned a lot in leadership skills, communication skills, and so on. Usually we express our ideas. We got a chance to speak out our ideas, organizing events. Communication skills is by communicating with speakers, lecturers, and sometimes even overseas professionals in the event that we would like to do. So all of this will actually improve our soft skill learning. Another thing I think is very important I learned from joining so many societies is time managing. I need to know that how to balance my academic life and also commitments in my societies. So manage the time well and be responsible for every decision I make. So all of these are what I learned in joining so many different kinds of national medical societies, and also joining in our own UTAR Medical Society. As Dr. Leong mentioned just now, that we can consider as one of the youngest medical schools in Malaysia, but our university took extensive measures to ensure that the necessary standard of its students. And that is why that after every semester or every posting, the faculty will give a lot of thought to any of our advice and complaints and make the necessary changes or adjustments, ranging from access to prestigious medical journals, addition of new medical resources, modified teaching methods to the adjustment to our clinical schedule to make sure that we have the most clinical exposure as possible. Actually, not to brag about my university, but we do produce one of the finest doctors till date. So let's not drag any furthermore. I hope that all of you will enjoy what we have installed for you, and welcome to UTAR. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Wendy Wong. Now let us welcome Ming Luo from Wenzhou Medical University. Pass to you, Ming Luo.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, I can.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm Luo Ming from Wenzhou Medical University, majored in pediatrics. Thank you for granting me with this precious opportunity to speak at the opening ceremony of online exchange program with Tunku Abdul Rahman University. In the first part, I'd like to introduce myself, my skill, and how I got to know this exchange program. Barely could I remember when I developed the dream of becoming a doctor, but when I filled my college application, I spent all my 80 chances to choose majors of medicine, and as you can see, I got it. Wenzhou Medical University is a key university in Zhejiang Province, which can be traced back to the Zhejiang Medical School founded in 1912. It offers 27 undergraduate programs covering 7 disciplines such as medicine, science, engineering, management, literature, law, and education, among which the most famous is eye optometry. In 2007, Wenzhou Medical University has been listed as one of the 30 medical universities which have reached the quality control standards of enrolling international students issued by the Education Ministry of China. International Studies of WMU provides comprehensive medical education and Chinese learning courses for international students all over the world. During the past 1 year of learning, I feel privileged to be a member of Wenzhou Medical University. not only for its high standard teaching quality, harmonious teacher-student relationship, and ideal academic atmosphere, but also the fact that I am equipping myself with academic knowledge and professional competence to be a qualified doctor in the future. About 1 month ago, I was still scratching my hair for the final examinations, cramming all the obscure medical terms, etiology, and pathogenesis into my mind. At that night, when I lied on bed to relieve fatigue of the day, browsing through the messages I missed, the notice that our school will initiate this online program popped into my sight. Really interested, I jumped at this opportunity and, consequently, like all the students present, looked forward for the following days of learning. To be frank, it's the first time in my life to attend exchange program. Thus, really can I share my previous overseas study experience, which, however, makes me more expectant for the next stage of learning, even though we have to meet each other online. I am really honored to get acquainted with batik and traditional costume, as well as the medical education and disease surveillance systems in Malaysia. In face of the severe worldwide epidemic, I'm also eager to know more about COVID-19 and public health in China. The following 4 days of learning will definitely help me learn a lot, practice my English, and consolidate the bridge of friendship between us. In the next part, I'd like to share my indissoluble bond with Malaysia. In my childhood, as a primary school student, the only chance I could see my dad was in Spring Festival, because he was responsible for the construction of Penang Bridge, let alone the past missing remembrance and bewilderment. Now, I'm really proud of his effort and devotion. Additionally, Malaysia is also the only country I've ever traveled abroad. Also, time has blurred my memory of that unprecedented trip. I still remember the mild breeze, the bright sunshine on the seaside. Butterfly Park also gave me a deep impression, and I still preserve 2 butterfly specimens in my room. But as I grew up, I weirdly became afraid of insects, including the butterflies. So next time, if I have a chance to visit there once more, I feel sorry to say maybe I can't step into it anymore. In the end, I want to express my thanks to all the professors, teachers, organizers, and other participants. It's your effort that gave birth to this online exchange program, offering chances for us to learn extracurricular knowledge and each other's cultures through this novel way. Hope this online communication program will be a complete success and all of us will have a good time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much to Wendy Wong and also Luo Ming for the sharing. So ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this opening ceremony. So once again, on behalf of the organizing committee, we'd like to express our sincere appreciation for attendance this morning. Before we start our first session of the program, we'd like to take this opportunity to have a group photo session. So could all the participants and our guests to turn on their camera for the group photo session. So any other student or guests or participants, you can open the camera for a group photo session. If you cannot open the camera, you can press the reaction button at the bottom of the Zoom and you can give me a thumbs up. Okay, so all participants, can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, so ready in 3, 2, 1. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, now I'm going to page 2. So all participants, once again, give me a thumbs up. Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, done. Okay, so thank you very much to all the participants who participate in this opening ceremony. So without further ado, let us start our first session of the program. So let us welcome Dr. Leong Pui Pui, Deputy Dean, Faculty of Medicine.